What's going on, you guys? What's going on? Yeah, first, Joe, what's going on? Yeah, pal has got to go. Yes, indeed. That is very, very true. Yo, 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 what's up? I figured I'd get on real quick. Just to get on and talk about some of the stuff that has happened the last couple of days. I've actually been a little bit preoccupied with things last few days, but I've been active here and there in Discord. So, yeah, so we've had some interesting stuff. I remember a few days back, I had been saying that I don't see how all these people from last week that I was pointing out all over Twitter saying that we're going to crash next week. Apparently they were right. So I guess we had a mix. Because we had people who believed that they were, we were going to explode and they were going long. And we had others saying we were going to crash. Now, we haven't necessarily crashed. I mean, we're going down, down, down. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that, right? Johnny Cash.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went
down, 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 and the flames went higher.
And it burns, burns, burns.
One of those days again.
Fire, the ring of fire.
Yeah, it's one of those days, That was Crazy Pump on Lab today, exactly. Yeah, we had, we've been making some good amounts of money in my group, even though it's all red. But yeah, I hadn't anticipated this the market to be all red like this. Now, there's been a mix of there's a guy Wolfie up. Yeah, there's a mix of a bunch of different things. We're getting these articles again saying that Bitcoin could tumble back to 88K. I don't know about that. But we're probably gonna have a rough November. So this all happened. Everything, all the ducks were in a row. Everything was in place. We got our rate cut that was anticipated. We got confirmation that QT is going to end on December 1st. All right, so all the boxes were checked. We got some good news out of the trade deal that happened overnight in South Korea with Trump meeting with the president of China. So that box was checked. But the problem that we had here was Powell injected a bit of uncertainty, saying that what was his word? His word was the rate cut for December wasn't assured. So, mind you, this last couple of months, the market has been pricing in the fact that we're going to get 3 rate cuts, right? The third one being, this year, the third one being in December. So the market has been pricing that in. So now we have a bit of uncertainty. See, all that green that appeared that helped push the market up, because the market was pricing it in, now has to be taken away, right? So that leaves us to think, what the hell is going to happen in November? We're probably going to get that rate cut in November. We've been seeing crazy amounts of insanity with job reports and so on. I just saw earlier today something like another 30,000 jobs being axed at UPS, and companies just laying people off. So. But the true economic data, the real economic data, the real reports that the federal, the Fed committee needs to make real judgments have not, surfaced because of the government shutdown. So we probably, who knows when the government shutdown is going to end, but we probably got a rough November ahead of us. So, yo, what's going on? Good morning from Taiwan. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, I'm doing a really late live stream. Yeah, so what's up to you? Yeah, I've tried that. I've been experimenting with different times of going live. When I go live in the morning, my time, there's very, very few people joining. I figured I was catching people in like Europe and Africa, but I'm missing a whole bunch of people in the US, right? Especially the people on the West Coast because they're still sleeping. But yeah. Cool. Good to have you. Yeah. But yeah, so I have been saying it. I was saying all these people on X saying that next week, you know, last week, right? They were saying that next week we're going to have another flash crash. And well, it's not a flash crash, but we are going down, down, down. All the while we're making, in my group, we're making some really good profits. This token that I called a couple weeks ago, we shot up on that. It's just a 200x in a couple hours. I'm sorry, it's 200x, 200. Oh, I wish 200x, 200% gain in a couple hours, just a few hours ago. I took some. We saw Midas go up. I took some profits on Midas, and we also had this one that pumped. We got a 10x on this. I said this. I was talked about this a couple of days ago on a live stream. It retraced back a little bit, and now it's back up. Looks like it's this is called Sora on BNB, and it looks like it's encountering some resistance at this 9 million level, 9 million. So hopefully we're going to break through. So some things are still pumping. The entirety of the market is still pumping, but some of my calls are so damn good that in some ways we might not be feeling it because we've been taking profits. I was taking profits today. People in my group are taking profits, so it's pretty damn cool. Yeah, it's ugly out there. Yeah, I think it's I think, you know, we're gonna be dealing with this unless the government shutdown ends and then something just changes, something shifts, because we got what we wanted. We got our rate cut. We got the trade deal. We've had mixed earnings reports. Today we had a very, very bad earning report from Meta, and that caused, like, you know, stocks to go down. So didn't, you know, obviously crypto is affected as well. Bad earnings reports with Meta. We have mixed earnings with Apple. They had good earnings, but they were less than expected with iPhone or something like that. And a good earnings report with Amazon. So, which was interesting. But yeah, a mix across the board. The more bad there is, unfortunately, the better outlook there is for a rate cut in December, or not only 25 basis points, but more than that. So we'll see. Exactly, time to accumulate dirt cheap. Yeah, I made some swing trades. Yesterday, the official Trump coin was pumping, and I had sold some of that, and it retraced significantly today, and I bought back in. So just building my bag. Retail traders are showing the most fear since October 20 crypto crash. Wasn't it October 10th that we had our crash? Am I going a little wacky here, or do we have another crash on the 20th that I don't remember? Action compressed to 107, yeah, 108 band with a resistance site in there, 111, blah blah blah. Yeah, Altcoin Daily noted the 50-week moving average near 103. Sentiment said retail fear spiked. Yeah, retail fear spiked, right? We have fear and greed is at 34. So not too good. But when you're in the fear, that's a good time to buy, right? Definitely a good time to buy. So, but yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. We got Bitcoin risk 20 to 30% drop as crypto markets see 1.1 billion in liquidations in 24 hours following the Fed's rate cut. Wow, man. Yeah, like game over. Yeah, so I guess there was a mix of people, right? Because I have been pointing this out over the last 7 days or so that a lot of people all over X are saying, like, next week, referring to this week, that we are going to see another flash crash. So if they were short in the market, I guess, they're doing okay. I guess they were right. But the people who thought that things were going to be flying, unfortunately, got liquidated, right? So, which is crazy because I was thinking that we're going to see like either a mild pump or an extraordinary pump, right? Depending on what happens, because we are seeing those reports of all those layoffs. I was like, so what? And we were seeing the probability of a 50 basis point cut ever so creeping up to like 5%. So I was like, what if we get a 50 basis point cut just because of all these reports of all the layoffs? So we need that type of stimulation. Yeah, I mean, it's, but no, I was like, oh, if we get all this, plus we get good news with China, no, but Powell had to take away what he had previously given us. He had given us certainty, right? What the markets like are certainty. What they dislike is, uncertainty. Powell had previously given us certainty they would have a rate cut in December, and he took that away from us. So, yeah, we gotta fire this guy. What's going on, Chris? Yeah, we've been doing good in the group, or at least a little bit with a few of these coins. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we got I don't know. Yeah, standard. Okay. Yeah. So a little bit. I just figured I'd pull up some bullish news as well. Standard Charter projects tokenized real-world assets to reach $2 trillion by 2028, matching stable coins. Can you imagine? Like, holy crap. I just bought into, was it just yesterday, another real world asset? Sent out a buy alert. Did I? Yes. But yeah, a real world asset, layer one. But yeah, I mean, think about it. In terms of, the real world asset market, if it's $2 trillion by 2028, damn, there's just a few years out. And you're talking about like, that's a sizable chunk. It's just crazy that amount of money. And like, what could Ondo be? What level, what market cap could Ondo reach? If you're talking about money like that, that is like insane. Yeah. So next one, update. BTC spot volume hit 300 billion with Binance at 174. So yeah, I guess yeah, traders moves from the risk to spot after pullback, signaling steadier conditions. Yeah, I don't know. I guess all this craziness with trading on leverage has made me say, okay, maybe I should really stay away from that, because I have all of these difficulties with, because like my main exchange is Kraken, and I use like others like Pinex and OKXUS and other, just a few others, and like none of them allow like leverage trading and so on. So, but I don't see the issue with shorting, because you have to know when to short, right? Because if you see something on a huge pump, okay, it's going to go down. The people are going to take their profits from, most of the time. Some cases no. Like I experienced that with MYX. Obviously, I did that 550x on MYX just a month ago, or maybe a month and a half at this point. But in the duration of those, what was it, 4 months while I held MYX, I saw situations where it was a pump and then shoo, just went sideways. So you can tell it's like an insider coin. It's like it, pumps. Maybe there was a retracement. I took a swing trade, and then it goes up, and it just goes sideways for a month, like no retracement. So yeah, something like that could happen too. But in general, things always retrace. Like 90% of the time, 95% of the time, things will retrace when they go up. So you can short. But you got to be careful if you're betting on an entire market crash, like a flash crash. Like, oh, I think another flash crash is going to happen next week. I don't know, dude. I think that's crazy. But yeah, people have their things that gets their dopamine pumping, right? Everybody has their thing. Yeah, at least BTC Bitcoin has found its bottom. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. Yeah, it totally looks like it. But something else could happen. It's really, really volatile right now. If it's like this, Anything like any little bad piece of news could just send things a little bit further down. But you know, what does it look like? Hey, let's go to crypto bubbles again. What does it look like for the hourly? Oh, the hourly is green. All right, glad I checked that. Look at that. So, yeah, the hour is green. So things have, I guess, almost everything has found their bottom at least. So that's not that bad, right? Casper on Binance. Yeah, Casper's gonna listen on Binance. Get people unsubscribing because I didn't talk about how Casper's gonna get listed on Binance, right? Well, god damn it. You made me need some water here. Oh man. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to stay on too much. What else I got? I just wanted to check in with you guys because I wasn't online yesterday either. Oh yeah, crypto fear and greed fell 17 points to a 34 to 34. What was it right now? 31. All right, so this was posted earlier this afternoon, and it's gone now. It's going from 34 to 31. So people are becoming even more fearful, but I don't know. We'll see what happens because things are turning a little bit green right now. We'll see what happens. Man, fingers crossed. Maybe we'll see a green day tomorrow. But like I'm saying, you guys, we in my group, we've been pumping at least a little bit on a few coins. Yeah, we've been taking some decent profits. I took profits at least 3 different coins today. Twice on one of them, right? Because it just kept on pumping like crazy. Pumped 200% in a couple hours. Like, damn. And the ultimate goal is to get into one of these, right? So if you guys want to join me and my crew in my Discord on one of these soon enough, click the link in the description below. And still a significant discount on that lifetime membership. It's like I was saying, if you got in on my call here, put in $100, and you rode this God candle right up to the top, you'd be able to afford this lifetime membership and then some. And then yeah, still buy back into something else. So click the link in the description below. Casper is still stable. Yeah, man, Casper is a stable coin. You know, you got to sell your Casper so you can, you know, just keep selling it because Casper is, you know, stable coin. Why the hell would you keep Casper? I mean, Jesus Christ, just sell that thing so you can bring those prices down so I can keep buying more, right? Anyways, guys, I'm going to catch you guys later.